Continuing in the series of tips for struggling marriages, we're on number 7 today. And number 7, and by the way, this is from thrivingmarriages.com from their Love and Life Toolbox section. And we've looked at 6 tips, and today we're going to look at number 7. Number 7 is have a date night or date time. Night might not work out as well for you on a regular basis as morning or afternoon. And this is not a news flash or some kind of, wow, what a creative idea suggestion, but it actually is one of these things that needs to be stated repeatedly, as it's easy to let it fall through the cracks. And the next thing you know, you're both feeling totally disconnected. You don't literally need a date night. And obviously with COVID, things are a bit limited for activities, and your options are not as extensive as they would be in normal times. But marriage time spent together without the kids or your social group remains no less critical. Take turns planning even a little time together, like a walk in the neighborhood, dinner at an outdoor restaurant in a town, or a special breakfast on the porch before the kids are up, or a picnic in the park, or even a picnic in your basement or your living room. It doesn't need to be lavish to have meaning. The meaning is in the effort you both make to spend date time together. And I want to take this opportunity to do a commercial for the Dating Divas. And if you go to the datingdivas.com, you will enter a website that has amazing resources about date night. It's about sex and intimacy, about communication, about marriage help and advice, about how to celebrate anniversaries, about love notes. And if you sign up for their free newsletter, then you also get their 7 days of love program for free. And I have used a lot of their resources, my wife and I together. They have bedroom games, they have articles, they have videos, they have very creative, very colorful materials. They have things that involve texting. They have questions that you can sit down and talk about together to engage in meaningful discussion. There are just all kinds of resources and opportunities at thedatingdivas.com. The Dating Divas. It's all one word, all lowercase.com. Highly recommended it. I just went to Google and I Googled date nights for married couples, and over 65 million articles and web pages popped up with lots of really good looking. I'm sure there's some garbage out there too, but there was some really creative and helpful and practical and not very expensive kind of ideas for date times for couples. There have been books written entirely on this topic, blog posts, videos. The resources are there. Why don't we take advantage of it? If we can't be so creative ourselves, let's lean on the people who are creative and take advantage of these great ideas that they have to share. A lot of free stuff out there and some really cheap stuff. And the Dating Divas also offer subscription to Dollar Date Night each month. You know, they send me something that is like this app on my phone, and it makes it possible for us to have all kinds of creative dates where they actually just kind of give us step-by-step instructions so that we can take some, leave some, follow it step by step if we want to. And it's only $1 a month. It's only $1 a month to get those ideas. So if your marriage is struggling, probably one of the things that you want to default, that you would want to default to, is spending less time together. But what we need to do is spend more time together, but not just time, quality time, intentional time, rebuilding the romance, reconnecting, building up that emotional pillar in our relationship, like we did when we were dating. Well, that's all for today. We'll talk about another tip on the next Marriage Matters with McCracken.